everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 10 to the Sky. We are back. Hopefully, no suspicious creepy crawlies this time around. Let's also turn off F3H for the tooltips. Yeah, a little bit too much going on there. What we need to do now is finish what we started, which I believe was just setting up some wireless so that we can get AE down there without big cables and whatnot, and just make our lives a little bit better. Now, I do want to try one thing. So that opens a chest. And then that's obviously the chest. Okay. Okay. I'm telling you, man. When I was standing here, I'm telling you the sound came from over there. Anyway. I dug through the recording. I had to figure out what happened. Alright, cool. Cool. So, let's try to finish that. I don't really know where we left off, but we have two wireless connectors. I think we were trying to craft something and we didn't have iron, which is probably this guy, I guess. And by the looks of things, it should be done. It's not. What are we waiting on? The singularity. It's crafting a singularity. Okay. Did I put a recipe in for a singularity? Isn't it? What am I? Oh, we did, but I don't have it to auto export. Okay. There we go. That works now. Sure. All right, cool. So now we have the wireless setup kit. Awesome. What I want to do now is I want to have it connected underneath all this wireless stuff. So let's try to see if we can figure out the best way to go about doing that. What do we have there? We have a dense cable. I mean, but I need to make it. Honestly, okay. We'll get this sorted, but I already know exactly what needs to be done here. You know what? I actually do want the dense cable there. I don't know why I got rid of that, but we do want a dense cable, and then for now we'll just chuck this guy here. He's online, he works, bada bing, bada boom. We can right click this guy to bind him. Everything's wonderful at the moment. Awesome, and I think we can just cover that back up for now. Alright, so if I want to hook this guy up over by the sieve, we can. Is that what we want to do? I could just keep all the stuff down here, connect a storage bus. I don't have to import things. We can sort of just process things as per normal, and all of this becomes a pointless little exercise. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea, doesn't it, guys? So let's just chuck this guy down. I'm guessing I just right-click him. Yeah, there we go. He's hooked up. We can see what the other side of the connector looks like. That, I guess, will help us identify where things are, which is great. It uses power a decent amount. I can't open this anymore because of where I've put this, which is a little unfortunate. That's okay. All right, let's just go fix that. What I was gonna say though is once we get, there's like a little bit more we have to do. But then what I want to do is get flight going, just so that we can work around up there without it being too much of a hassle. So that's great. I don't need to be down here. Let's get a storage bus. So storage bus, bada bing, bada boom. And what we need to start doing as well is getting into automating everything. We just sort of need to start making that happen. So like I've used storage buses a few times. Let's make sure that we're actually, you know, able to make those a little bit faster next time. So let's do that recipe. Oh, we don't have the interface recipe, so let's do that. And then we need annihilation core and formation core recipes. Let's do one of those. What's that? Formation. So let's now do annihilation. Okay. And now that already should be pretty good. And then the second that we run into issues where we can't afford something of this, we need to just automate it. We need to get that just happening. Cool. So let's jump down to sieve. So this guy is now back on the store everything train, which is great. I think I want to get rid of compacting. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe not. I don't really know. We'll keep it going. We'll see if it becomes an issue. So what we want to do now is connect this guy, ta-da! And we want to explicitly say that you can extract only. That way we don't start storing wood. and, I don't know, grass in here. Unless our sieve gets grass and wood, which it won't for now. But cool, so that's all hooked up. That now means that everything is somewhat in the system. I guess we've still got stuff in here, but again, we've got this guy connected to the system as well, so everything is in here. Meaning we can order stuff. You can see the second stuff rolls in. It's showing up. Wonderful. We love all that. That's brilliant. That's awesome for us. What was I going to follow up with saying? Yeah, so in terms of processing, I know we ordered a bunch of squeezers. Or I think maybe we were making the iron to get a bunch of squeezers. I think that's probably the realistic thing that we were doing there. And this guy's not working anymore. Oh, I don't have... Oh, yeah. Okay. Freeze. Everybody freeze. So this guy places things. This guy tries to do that. We need to automate it. So we're going to automate a crafting card, which means we need a basic card automated. And I'm going to do a crafting table as well because we typically run out eventually. Even though I can just make like a trillion, jillion, manillions. You know how it is. Alright, cool. Let's also go ahead and lock this. Yeah. Okay. So, if we get ourselves a crafting card, very, very fast, very nice, we can chuck it in here, and now it will order one and import it in there. Now, I think it'll order enough to fill this guy up, unless we put like a regulator or something. Is that an issue? It could be. It definitely could be. But I don't think it should be. And by that I mean, hey, if we need to just craft a trillion bajillions of them and we don't have resources, I think that's fine. So right now it looks like we can't. Is that... We need flux crystals? Flux? Fluix. I instantly forget how to play the game. And ideally I want, yeah, like that recipe. So let's give this a go. So patterns, let's get... Can we just get 64 thoughts? Oh. Nice. Okay, a great start. Alright, then Fluix crystals, realistically, this guy doubles. This guy, like, quadruples. So, in terms of if it's the play, I feel like it just is the play. Chuck that in there. In terms of Certus Quartz crystals, we have a lot. And we do get more. So, for example, a Certus Quartz crystal we can get from bricks, which you get from blocks, which you get from blocks. Okay, they're just one-to-one. Okay. Let's go in here, and let's just say, hey, by the way, all these bricks that we're apparently making can turn into stuff. And chuck that in there. Very nice. Okay, so if I go into Fluix, we've already got 60 because it needed to order some for the budding stuff. And if I try to order another one, it's going to say we need ender dust. Let's just automate it. We have infinite of this stuff. We need to just mow through it. So ender dust can be made in anything. The crusher realistically is the play. And I'm also just going to say 64. No! Gives us 64. I will also need to set up wireless. Boom, boom. I need ender dust. That'll do it. And the pearls. It's summer in Australia, so like I already had a pretty rough schedule. A pretty rough time making videos. And now it's even hotter. So just heads up, and I do apologize. What do I need? Hear me out. I need wireless. So I need one of these. Replan it. Give it a go. Figure it out, man. Alright, sweet. Yeah, we only need one wireless setup kit, which is great. It's fine for now. I won't regret doing that. And then we'll just chuck it here. Link that up. Awesome. Chuck this guy here, and we'll put a pattern provider on top. Do we have the extended provider automated? Not fully. So capacity card and a pattern provider we apparently need. So that's a little embarrassing that we don't even have that automated. And what was the other bit? Hold on. What? Supports processing patterns only. And you need one of these, which needs printed accumulation, which needs sky steel, which is sky. What? I'm gonna look into that. That feels like that could be the play. Hold on. Advanced pattern provider exists. Mega pattern provider exists. And an extended pattern provider exists. So the extended is this guy, which is 4 big, which is pretty cool. Let's make some of these, I guess. So there's a chance we'll want to do these mega things in the future. So I reckon we just push for it. So we might need flux dust automated. We definitely need these automated, which we're going to do a circuit slicer. And we're going to do a sky steel block. What are these? Crafting rest? No. Yeah, whatever. And sky steel ingot can be made neither. This doubles it. This, again, quadruples it. So we'll go for this route. And we'll also do sky stone, which is smelted sky stone, which we'll do in the furnace. Okay, so for starters, this guy gets this recipe. This guy gets crafting recipe. And then I think, no, this guy gets crafting recipe too. And then everything else sort of comes over here. So we smelt to make that. We slice to get that. And then we combine to get this. He's full. Okay, so already we need an extended. Which, it's a capacity card. All right. 1 second. Capacity card, boom. I honestly, as well, I don't mind automating both if it's going to be, you know, different use cases and stuff. So let's just get this guy real quick. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And then let's do this guy, I believe, is the problem. Extended. Pow, 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 pow. And then if I can sneak through here. We also need wireless inventory thingy. There's lots of stuff we need. I am thinking about how we need them all. Okay, and that doesn't go in there. But everything else does. Awesome. Let's give this a shot. So let's go in here and search for the... Where is it? For this guy? The accumulation processor. And then I think we just chuck it in with a pattern provider. Once it figures out how to make it. There we go. And we get this guy. So now this is processing patterns only. And by the looks of things, it's not that good. Oh, but you can modify them. So if I make normal recipes, for example, if I were to chuck this on the smelter, I can edit them to be multipliers. That's really cool. So I'll give an example. We probably won't use this just because the extended is really good. I definitely want to try out the other ones. So if I chuck this guy down and we chuck these in, which is fine for this guy, I can left click to multiply. And now these are 2 times whatever they were. So that's not the right one. That's the right one. So, oh, no, default. So if I right click, that's all fine. And if I hold control, now they do 16. If I press control again, they do 256 each time I order it. How cool. That's awesome. So we can, now they do a stack and I don't have to edit them in there. That's pretty neat. Look, it's a cool thing. I don't really see the use case in most situations. I'd rather just make the pattern be that from the get-go. But in terms of upgrading previous patterns, that's almost just a neat little tool. You know what I mean? For mass upgrading your patterns and not actually using it to provide the recipe. Since it actually seemingly physically changes the recipe itself. That's really cool. So that's that one. What else do we have? We have the advanced pattern provider. I'm very curious. It's a seemingly simple recipe. So let's chuck it in here. Advanced pattern provider. I wonder if this one will just be faster somehow. Let's have a look. Ooh. Interesting. But isn't this guy instant? Open the guide. Upgrade standard version of an ME extended... Wait, the upgrade's a standard version or an ME extended pattern provider. Oh, there's an advanced version. Okay, cool. With the capability to configure the face to which any individual item in a pattern will be pushed to. Whoa. That's awesome. So this guy can be used with the extended pattern provider, which is OP, and... Oh. What? That's awesome. Yeah. Oh, how cool. And you can have one side do the thing. But how? How do I do the thing? Show, hide on pattern access to. Lock crafting, blocking. But how do I do that? Advanced pattern provider. Is it? No. Hold on. You'll need to insert an advanced processing pattern. Ooh, wow. By inserting an encoded pattern in an advanced pattern encoder and taking out the advanced version. There is also, yeah. Wow. Okay, that's really cool. We'll definitely want that as we do mechanism. We're doing mechanism now. It's just not really a problem at the moment. It'll mainly be used if we want to go the route of these guys, where they have an input here and then another input that comes in from a separate side. So like we have one that can come from the front and then one that comes in through the top, and then you can have it like export out the back, and you can control it all apparently using one face of the pattern provider. That's really cool. That's awesome. All right, but for the most part, I think we nailed it with the extended pattern provider. It seems to be the play. Can I order 10? We need Fluix. That's right. Can we get one for now? We're going to use this to automate everything else. So let's go Fluix dust in a crusher in this guy. Fluix, where are we? Fluix dust, crusher, boom. And let's just up these to a stack. Boom, cool. Okay, so let's go machines. Let's go ahead and chuck this guy down. Awesome, he loves his life. Chuck these in. Open him, side config, and the front will be input, output, auto eject. So he'll go and then put stuff up here. Allegedly. So if we go in here, now can I order 10? He says yes. We click craft. And it should be pretty fast. So it's currently crafting all the crafting tables. And so that's this guy going as fast as he can. We probably need to upgrade him too. Let's see if we can do that. So for starters, all of our patterns. And then for follow-ups, the molecular assembler. And we can do an extended one. Yeah, cool. So we do this recipe. We do molecular assembly recipe. And that's a crafting recipe. That guy. And then this guy. Okay. And then extended. We need entro crystals. We are making entro crystals. The reason why you're seeing no entro crystals in the system would be because I imagine the guy out there is currently filled with budding guys. Yeah. So this guy needs entro seeds, which don't need entro crystals. I don't have a clue then. Where are my entro crystals? Who's taking my entro crystals? Entro crystal. What do you use then? Iron potatoes? Okay. Might be the block, maybe the circuits. Concurrent press. I mean, we're not automating those. Well, that's fine. Enter a crystal. We're using the dust for something. The ingots would make sense, but we're not doing that. You can make a bee, that's pretty cool. Enter a crystal. I feel crazy. The ingot. Oh, is the ingots used for the extended? So we just crafted a bunch of ingots for that. That makes sense. My bad. My bad. Upgrades a normal or extended pattern provider to an advanced one. Oh, you can just upgrade them as well. Oh, that's so cool. You don't have to actually like pick them up. That's really cool. That's so neat. Oh, that's awesome. Such a good mod. It's one thing for a mod to add really cool items that add a bunch of functionality. It's another one to add like easy What? Oh, what were you doing? Is my world cursed? What was he doing? Are you kidding me? Dude? Like, I feel like I'm going... Alright, pal. Alright, buddy. I'm glad I'm recording. If I wasn't recording, I wouldn't have realized that I used the ender pouch, for example. And then that plus this, man, I would never open this game ever again. That'd be the end. It's over. It's done. We wrap it up. We go home, go to bed. I am curious. If we do at extended AE, is there an upgrade? Pattern provider upgrade. Wow. Wait. What? Oh, you use an extended pattern provider plus a little upgrade thing. Yeah, cool. Alright, I do want to make one of those real quick. So, let's not do sky steel. Let's just do like, oh, I don't know, an iron ingot. Come on, guys. Come on. No need to go too crazy. Boom. So now, we go extended. No, we go pattern provider upgrade. Yeah, they should include extended in. I know it doesn't. It's not an extended pattern provider upgrade, but it's like a. You know, it's what I'm searching. Alright, so I can now. Wow, we live in the future and it's now. Oh, that's awesome. And then molecular assembler. We can now craft. And everything's decently fast. I feel like we haven't upgraded that much stuff. Hold on to your pants. Do you think I can do this? What? Man, I was really hoping. At extended AE. Hold on. Drive up. It says drive upgrade. There's packing tape. ME packing tape. Wow. So for the ME drive, if you want to move it, I guess you can pack all the drives in there and they don't fall out when you pick it up. Oh, there's such cool stuff in here. Oh, this is awesome. Interface upgrade, import export bus upgrade, pattern access terminal upgrade. Yeah, we're missing the extended molecular assembler upgrade. It's not too big of a mess though, I guess. It's not that needed. But now, look at this. Ta-da! He should be insane. So, I don't even remember what the big recipe is that we were like, oh, we're going to need that. But, yeah. How cool. So, if I do extended... No, if I do pattern provider upgrade, if we do this recipe again... Oh, no, it's way too simple. Hold on. If we do this recipe and click start... Yeah, it's already done. Okay. Okay, awesome. So... Let's figure this out. So currently we do have this set up. We also have it set up over by the machines. We do have a bunch of squeezers set up. So now we need to figure out what else we want to do here. So I definitely want another pattern provider. So let's grab this guy out. I'm thinking we do like a chest setup. And what I mean by that is that we have our stuff go into a chest, fly into all the machines, then come back out of the chest. So we're definitely going to want pipes. We're also definitely going to want pipe upgrades, which you guessed it, I reckon we should automate. So that I don't have to manually craft them every time. Because that's what automating means for those of you playing along at home. We need blocks of redstone. Boom. Boom. And then, holy schmoly. I should be able to order some of these. Wow. Alright, let's get 10. Can't afford them. We need gold. We're working on it, buddy. We're working on it. Okay. So, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we just do this. Chuck this guy here. Have him output into a chest. Happy days. He's loving his life. He's like, woo! I'm a chest. Then what? I almost want to upgrade all of the energy pipes to be... combo cables. I think I'm gonna do that. What are you, man? Nah, you're done, mate. You're done. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing here? What are you actually on, man? What are you... Nah, I want a new one. Like is he beating him up or something? He's like running away? Is he killing him? You know what? None. We can interact. We can buy from a non-existent person. That's fine. Ah, nah. Keep my door shut. Keep my door shut. Look, I know we don't have a door here, but the others are closed at least. Man, I'm losing my mind. Alright. Okay. So, let's go in here. Let's get this universal pipe made, shall we? So, let's do this recipe. We also want fluid pipes. We want energy pipes. We want item pipes. We're going to want droppers. And we are going to want buckets. Automated. Lots of recipes. Shablamo. Dump these in here. Combo pipe. 64. Boom. Because we are going to have to replace the other ones as well. Awesome. Alright. So, from memory, these don't connect to each other. Which means, yeah, we have to just replace the ones that exist pretty much entirely, which is unfortunate because, as you can see, that's a bit annoying. Or, the alternative is that we just run a new cable from wherever we want to run from, which I guess is this guy. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, now, the play that we wanted to do here is we want to make sure that it's not connected to anything but this. I'll have to make another upgrade, but that'll be great. And then what we should be able to do is power and potentially... Oh, you got lava as well, because I guess he's pulling lava from this, because that makes sense. Alright, he won't do that anymore, but he's also just ruined my squeezers. And these all now have lava in them. Brilliant, okay. And I can't empty them by doing anything. Okay. This is fine. This is okay. So, what we should be able to do... These things not being jumpable is annoying me. They look like I can jump on that table and then up, but it's a full block. You know what I mean? Alright, if I do this, will it take the lava out? It will. Okay, let's just do this real quick. Let's toggle that. That way it has to pull lava from these guys. I say that, and yet, as you can see, it doesn't really appear to be doing that, eh? Maybe we just weren't using power? No? Why did it look like it was doing it before? Oh, yeah, hold on. There we go. Alright, we need to now drain power. Aren't these running? No, okay. New fabricator, let's chuck these in. There we go, that uses a bunch of power. Come on. Alright, we'll grab prediction modules. I mean, this stuff uses a decent amount of power, right? Let's see. The first guy's almost empty. Oh my... Okay. You know, sometimes it is what it is. Let's just get a tank. What's up? Well, what is the best... Probably mechanism. Some sort of mechanism tank. We'll see what it lets us make. I don't know if we have enough stuff to go all the way, but apparently we do. And you can go creative, but we can't afford that because we don't have an ATM star. Because that's how that works. Alright. Boom. Come on, guys. Empty, 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 empty. He'll get there. He'll figure it out. He's got this. Empty. Wonderful. Okay, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, let's now just change all of these. Perfect. Let's now remove this. Cool. Okay. That's great. That's good. Alrighty. So, then what we should be able to do is this. And then what we should be able to do times 2 is output. Now, I don't know if it's going to let us output from the top. It should, but I mean, you know, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes these things are directional. Pow, 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 pow. Awesome. Did I make any recipes? I didn't. Let's go up and do that. So, we have a number of options. And I'll be honest, this is actually such a horrible idea. I don't even know why I'm even doing this. This is so dumb. So my thought process is that I can have gold go into here. It's going to go into the squeezers. Okay. Like, I don't even think it's accepting an upgrade from the side. Listen, sometimes I just do things. Okay, guys? I think in order for this to actually be effective, I would need hundreds. Right? I would need an incomprehensible amount. And I mean, as you can see here... Oh, no, it is. There we go. Like, look, it's not that it's not fast. It's just that the sieve is so much faster that... Well, I guess... The sieve would have to be not necessarily faster than this can make... sorry, yeah, process a gold ore. Like, it can make gold ore faster than this can process one. But this is still more effective, or is in faster overall than just smelting, because we're getting like 6 a pop, you know what I mean? That makes sense. It's also very clearly not extracting it, because I'm guessing it needs to go underneath. So I'll have to move these, right? Okay. Let's, what we can do is we can change some things. We can disconnect that, connect it there, and then put the squeezers here. For some reason we're still like, yeah, we can do this. Cool, we can do that. Have it not go into there, but instead go into that, which is great. Then we can have this guy realistically just provide it from the top, right? Not you. Sorry, but you. And boom, 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 boom. Set him to extract. Pipe upgrade. Set him to be round robin. Cool. Now, I suppose I could do recipes. Like, we could have a recipe for every type of ore to be smelted that goes into here and whatnot. That way it sort of orders it on demand. We could have it do that with a combo of a crafting, like, card on some storage where it's like, keep 1,000 in the system. We could do a requester. Is that the play? It's probably not the play, because that's a sentence. Either way, I'll tell you what. We now go gold ore into dust. And we want to do like this recipe. But I want to do it for every ore. So I almost feel like we need to do it into a crafter. As in into like an RF Tools crafter. Or a different mods equivalent. RF Tools is pretty good. To the point where I'm kind of just going to go for that. I feel like it's just the play. And in doing so, let's automate everything. There's no reason to not have things automated, is what I'm going to say today. Even if it means that we have to upgrade our crafting area to be unfathomably massive, I think that's the play. And then tier 3. I don't know if we need a tier 3, but I'll tell you what, we've got one. Perfect. Okay, crafter tier 3. I would like one, please. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to need a few things. One is... Oh, well, actually... No, everything just came crumbling down because I'll still need the recipes unless I do an exporter and export every single ore. Oh, no, I figured it out. Okay, I figured it out. Okay, we go export bus. Kind of doesn't need to be crazy, I guess. Let's automate it. I almost fell for it. Let's automate you. We've got pistons automated. Do we need... I don't know if we need an extended, but I mean, hey. What a wonderful kind of day. Let's go for it. Boom. Boom. Extended export bus. Sure. Again, everything is so insanely fast that it's sort of like, why not? Now, we will need a new recipe, and it will be for an ore hammer. Now, if we go in here, platinum has the most durability, but we don't have the most platinum. We don't appear to have much... Well, no, we do have a decent amount of copper. We do have a lot of iron at the moment. It's sort of like, what are we going to use more of? I think we're going to use more iron than anything else. So I still want to do copper, these guys, which is what we'll do. Okay, we'll chuck these in here. Alright, and then we will grab a copper ore hammer. We'll go down to the machines. So instead of these going into this guy, we're just going to process them here. So what we're going to do, here's the genius idea. We are going to get stuck. Now, we're going to place this guy here. So he'll get all of the resources. He's getting power as well, which is awesome. I think he's draining power from these guys because... Oh, no, he's connected there. Yeah. My bad. Cool. So he's going to get all the ores. Do we actually need to add recipes for each of them? I keep falling for it. What do I need, though? I think I just have to. But if I have to, then I might as well just do it in the system. Fine. Listen, I couldn't think far enough ahead. I'm sorry, guys. I tried. Is there any way I can... How would I even do it? I would need it to just have like a... It would need to be an item that lets me craft with a tag as opposed to a actual item. At this point, I'm doing this purely just to check. You know what I mean? Now, this guy, the formulaic assemblator. This is from Mechanism. I don't plan to use more than one, so I don't actually want a recipe for this. Believe me. But Mechanism deals with tags a lot, is sort of what I'm thinking. So I'm wondering if I can get away with it. So I think it's this guy. Yeah. But yeah, Mechanisms plays with tags, so I kind of want to figure that out. I also reckon we could have all of the stuff export there. We could, we could definitely automate some stuff here. Alright, that's alright. Boom. Okay, so can we make a recipe that uses a tag as an ingredient? Side config, empty grid. I mean, so far it doesn't look like it, eh? If I do this, missing items. Is there like a filter, tag, modular routers? Maybe? Item tag. Actually additions. I think we just make the recipes. The recipes give us a lot more control over having everything go in there because we can just order the dust directly. We can order the ingots directly. Yeah. Okay. I guess that's okay. Yeah. Alright. Cool. We tried. Or at least I tried. Felt a little bit flat, but that's okay. So what do I actually need to do here? Does anyone remember? Do I remember? I don't remember. I think we're just doing recipes for every single ore that needs to turn into dust. Is that is that what I'm doing? Okay, let's search ore and let's get every single one of these in my inventory. To you know what? No, we can probably just go directly. So what do I? I'm gonna clear this. I'm gonna say, hey, with an ore hammer and an ore, you get this. Is that just what I'm gonna? Yeah. So you get that. Oh, it is just crap. No. Sorry. What am I doing? Sorry, I'm losing it. I want to do this in a squeezer. Gives this. So it gives guaranteed 3, and then you can get bonus ones. For use before stored items in multi-step recipes. So, yeah. We can just do this. Alright, so secondary processing output cannot be directly requested through the automated crafting system, but will be used before stored items. But it's a percentage chance, it's not a guaranteed. I don't want it to... Yeah. I think this is fine. This isn't fine. What you're seeing here is not fine, and that's because I forgot to switch this back. Now it's fine. Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, so I think we're just doing this for everything. So, this guy, squeezer, 3. This guy, squeezer, 3. Okay. Now, the reason I'm not just having everything go in there is that I don't think my squeezes will be fast enough to keep up. So at the very least, to begin with, this will be a on-demand option that I'll have to order. What I could possibly even do is have it where, yeah, where it's like multi. It'll use both. It'll use just furnace smelting things right off the bat, and it will use this guy, so that I get the best of both worlds. I get the speed, and then I get also the like extra resources. See, like you get 8 from copper. It's ridiculous. Uranium, which gives us, what is that, uraninite? No, it is uranium from Oritech. And then platinum. Boom. Okay. That's all the ores. Great. Let's jump down here and chuck all these in. Awesome. So we should get the results from that. And then what we want to do is process it all. So they're all just called raw. So if we jump into here, we should be able to see each of these, and then we can add in this recipe. And so we want to do that for each of them. So raw osmium, raw this guy. Not you. Hold on. Of course it changes order. I swear. Boom. Alright, yeah, I'll grab the rest of these. Okay, so what is the benefit of... Oh, wait, I forgot to do these ones because they were hidden at the top. What is the benefit of using the ore hammer versus just processing it in something? Great question. None of the things I'm seeing at the top look good enough. Like, I mean, I could set up these guys, but even then, I think you have to go the full way for it to be worth it. Oh, well, I guess a purification would just double it. So you could do that. You would need oxygen, which you can get for free. Look, it's not bad. It's not a bad idea. We're just not doing it. We're just not doing it. Alright, this guy. Question of the day. Do we think I can get away with placing this guy here and everything still works? Potentially. We'll find out soon. I'm trapped. Boom. 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 A little bit of parkour to get out. That's alright. Okay. Then we just need the smelting of all of them. On demand as well. This guy is, yeah, lame. Alright, so then we search dust. Okay. And we just do the same thing. We do this. Alright, we're actually out of stuff already. Out of patterns, sorry. So, kind of need to begin. Can I make any? I can make one. Alright, hold on. What I need is I need iron. I need the dust smelted. And then I think it was also sand. So like I need sand from... What's this? Compressed sand. We need it from this one. We need this recipe. Okay, so... oh, I can't reach that guy, can I? Okay. I know what needs to be done. 1 second. Boom, boom. Stairs, frame stairs. Shablammer. Boom, boom. Awesome. Not you, but you. And then you. And now I should be able to order patterns again. Pattern, boom, 100. Yeah! And yeah, this guy should be insane, because he should be doing a bunch all at once. Maybe. Yeah. Cool. Alright, patterns. Let's continue. So if we go to dust. I did 3. I did... so it would have been gold, osmium, uranium. So... yeah. I'll continue. Alright, I believe I've got them all, so we can go ahead and chuck them all in here. What I can do is I can hold control and spam right click. That brings all of these down to 1. I had to not control for a few of these. And then I can do left click to multiply, left click to multiply, and now they're all doing stacks at a time. Ta-da! Oh. Oh, I didn't put the induction card because I replaced the thing. Nice. Nice. Chuck him in. Pow. Okay, beautiful. So, just as a little bit of a test run, I click this, I ask for 1,000. It needs more copper, and it needs sticks. Now, why does it need that? It needs that because... what is it saying? It's saying that in order to get 1,000, we're going to have to go... oh, yeah. In order to get 1,000 iron, we're going to have to go through 10,000 copper. Impossible. Actually impossible. So, I don't know why. Usually, applied energistics is pretty smart in how it works. So let's do a test run and see if we can fix this. So I'm wondering if maybe substitutions isn't allowed, so it had to be a perfect ore hammer. That's a possibility, I think. So let's jump in here and give this another try. Let's go iron, click this and say 1,000. Yeah, and he's like, yeah, easy, but you need better crafters, it looks like. No crafting CPUs available. Awesome. Sadly, that does mean I think I need to fix all of these recipes to also allow for substitutes. But, I mean, it's not the worst thing we've ever had to do. And it does say when you hover over them, so you can sort of tell what needs to be done if you lose track. Very cool. This has been a productive episode, if I say so myself. Those squeezes will be an insane bottleneck. I'm hoping if we just sort of have it running all the time, it won't be an issue. And I'm not opposed to setting up a mega structure of squeezes, just because I think that's fun. Let's just chuck them all in here. Boom. Okay, so I just need better crafters. Now, what I'm thinking is I should just make the crafters we have just better. Instead of making more, I should clarify. Now, I know that I said I was going to do flight as well. We'll have to do that in another episode, I think. That'll be a whole thing. Let's go here. Wait, crafting, 4K, 1Ks. Yeah. Let's do some upgrades. So let's go in here and search storage. So we can do 64Ks. So let's just do that. Let's order 4 of them. It's a good thing to order the stuff you need to upgrade rather than pulling apart your machine to upgrade, because obviously if I pulled it apart, we wouldn't be able to craft it. Obviously. What's this guy doing? He's crafting... he reckons he's crafting ender dust. Kind of looks like he's not, I'm gonna be real with you. So let's just see what's happening there. So, did I accidentally have it output somewhere else? Is there ender dust in, like, something else? Ender dust. Enderpearl dust. What? Right? Like, that seems a bit weird. Maybe did I break something? Let's cancel it. And see if it can do it again. Okay, it can. Okay, sure. Good on you. Alright, let's grab our 4 64Ks. Let's now pull apart our crafters down here, so things won't be happy that I've done that. Shift right... oh. You want to shift right click them, but while you're not looking at anything. And while you don't have that symbol on your screen that says it's going to craft things in places. So, like that. And then, as you can see, you can pull them apart. Chuck your crafting units up there, chuck in your storage, and bada bing, bada boom. Now, crafting coprocessor. Let's open a guide. Crafting coprocessor unit. What is this guy? Crafting monitor on it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, and a mix of different crafting storages. I didn't really realize you could do that. Okay. Each crafting CPU handles one request or job. So if you want to request both a calculation processor and 256 smooth stone at once, you need 2 multi-blocks. Yep. Okay. Tell me. Optional. Crafting coprocessors make the system send out ingredient batches from pattern providers more often by making the CPU tick faster. This allows you to keep up with the machines that process quickly. An example of this is a pattern provider surrounded by molecular assemblers being able to push ingredients faster than a single assembler can process. Oh, okay, cool. Some complex recipes have multiple steps can be done in parallel, like making planks and books at the same time. And so in order to push those two different recipes, you want more coprocessors. So I reckon that we get some more of those set up, is where I was leading with that. Processor. Alright, we clearly need patterns for that. So as you can see, there's some ridiculous units out here, but we want this, and possibly, we probably want a requester at some point, but yeah, for now we just want this. And we want a crafting unit. Cool. And at least some of these can go in there. Yeah, perfect. Let's also move this guy into here. Alright, cool. Move that away, move that away. Crafting processor. Let's just get double. Like what we've got. Oh, we should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, there we go. Because, I mean, these are already pretty good. If I place this here, it breaks. But if I place this here, it doesn't break. Cool. That might be a nicer way to do it. Right, 1 second. That way we can make them even faster and it doesn't ruin everything. 4. Awesome. Get that made. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. And boom, boom. Cool. Alright. I can no longer get out. Unless I go through here. Awesome. Wood. Planks. What are these things called? I need them. Boom, boom. Boom. Pow. Okay, so our stuff should be a lot faster now. We should be able to order things. I should be able to say, hey, Mr. Iron, can you get me 1,000? And he's going to be like, I can give it a go. And then we can sort of track how fast things happen. Now, he's already processing, which is great. Is he able to extract fast enough? He is. Seemingly, even if you get a good run, because all of these are empty, which is awesome. In terms of power, how do I pull this off? He's extracting all the items from the chest. He's extracting all the items out there. All I need to do is connect there, and that should work. I just, of course, somehow don't have pipes on me. I put them all away, I guess. Pipe. Boom. 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 All I need to do is that. And that should be fine. I don't think he'll extract stuff where it doesn't need to go, if that makes sense. As in, I don't think he'll extract and put it back in. He could, though. I mean, we've got all these running. If it was going to do it, it would. So let's have a look. It did. That's devastating. That is absolutely atrocious. Okay. Cool. Of course, it only happened to 1. So if I hadn't have noticed, I would happen to 2. Okay. Cool. What we'll have to do is just energy pipes separate, which is fine. It means that that doesn't have to be a thing. That can go there. I mean, wait, no, we don't. Hold on. That just didn't need to be connected. Yeah. All right, we're all good. We're okay. Boom, boom. Let's disconnect this. Hold on. Because we don't want lava to be pulled out again. Chuck this in. Make sure, yeah, float. Yeah, okay, cool. Awesome. So you should be powered. Brilliant. And so if I go up, do we actually have 1,000? Wow, that's not too bad. That's genuinely not too bad. If we search for requester now, if it lets me, we have an ME requester, which is great. And is there an extended version? There's a terminal for it. ME requester terminal. Interesting. Okay. But the requester we definitely want. So let's jump in here. Make this recipe. Chuck him in. Go in here. Order a requester. Request a requester, if you will. Ta-da! Alright, so... ta-da! This guy is awesome. He has a scroll bar once you need it. So once you fill this up, you can then scroll down further. But at the moment, obviously, no need. And now you can request things. So, if I search ingots, I believe we can just request one of each. As in, I can go iron. Oh. No, I can't. I can't. Alright, but if we go in here, we probably can. Alright, so for starters, let's actually get at least one. Why would he use an engineer's hammer? Did I make that recipe wrong? Or does he... Yeah, I did. I was going to say, or does he consider it Yeah, okay. That's right. That's okay. To be fair... Oh, no, I was going to say what? But no. We're all good. Alright. That's okay. It happens. Alright. Tin. Uranium. And then we've got one of everything else. So, let's get... I mean, yeah, I can just pull them all out, right? So let's go... What do I need? I need platinum. I need osmium. That. I gave up on saying their names. That. I'm going to need that. I'll probably need that. Need that. Need that. Need that. Need that. Alright, awesome. So then in the requester... Bam. 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 And then we can scroll. No? Why can't I scroll? I thought you could scroll. Memory requester, make sure you can use the same network as your auto crafting logic. You need to make sure items are fluids, capture so much, blah blah blah. You see, number of slots in block in host is adjustable in the config. Okay. Cool. So the scroll bar's there for if you want to, but the mod pack determines if you're allowed to. Alright, cool. So we want another requester. At least. Boom. Possibly more. So what do we do? We got up to silver, and what order did I go in? I went in this way, and we did silver. Okay. It looks like we're going to need multiple. Alright, so that's silver. Gold, lead. Aluminum. Aluminum. No crafting CPUs available. Oh yeah, these are going to clog up our crafting computers. And we're going to pretend that's okay. It's not okay, it's horrible. Alright, what did I get up to? I did lead, aluminum, and then we do these. Okay, cool. So what we want to do now is make sure that we're getting what we want. Now, the batch size being 1 might be okay. But what I actually want is 1,000 of each. So I'm going to submit changes. So I'm going to get 1,000 here, copy that, and then what I should be able to do is just paste and submit. Paste, submit. Now, yeah, this is going to clog up our system phenomenally. But we, for whatever reason, don't actually care. We're just going to do it and then deal with the aftermath of, like, not being able to craft anything for 3 years while it finishes doing this. Oh. Boom. Okay. So, we jump in here. Everything's full, doing stuff. But, doing stuff seemingly decently fast. Which is great. So, if we jump into the machines, as you can see, they're going crazy. In here, we should start getting stuff, I guess. Now, the problem is, these are all 1 recipes. Produce 1 of each. So, that's where this other part comes into play, where it says batch size. Now, to be fair, if I order an iron, it will craft a stack at a time. Because it just needs to. It'll process 32, and it'll get you all that stuff. Because the furnace recipe is 1. So I don't really know why it didn't feel that good down there, I guess. I could also up these, because, like, look, this furnace is insanely fast. We could just take this further, and that would actually help us out. So if we double this, and then double it again, 256, it'll now do larger orders. So this guy looks like he's having a problem, but that might be okay. It also might not be. Let's cancel it. Let's cancel it. Cancel. I think because I changed the recipe, they don't exist technically anymore. Yeah, now it orders 256 at a time, which means down here, we have a lot more in the backlog. Very nice. And so all of these are running. Again, they can all keep up. The only thing I think they might not be able to keep up on is copper, potentially. That might clog the system. But even then, it's just wait a little bit longer. Okay, so then, if we go into ingot, we can see how we're going. And, I mean, again, I don't think it's that bad. I think it's going pretty well. I think it's alright. I'll tell you what. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. We've got wireless connectors set up. We've got all of our resources sort of automating. I'd say that's pretty successful. I don't know what the thumbnail is going to be or anything like that. I'll take a few different screenshots here and there, I guess. Boom. 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 But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. Thank you for you guys watching the video. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzy, Final Phoenix 13, and Space Trooper John. Thank you guys. Don't feel pressured to maintain your membership and stuff, but I appreciate it. Thank you. And hopefully I'll see you all in the next one, and hopefully I dealt with that problem. Alright, see you guys.